Are we going losers?
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment,
Come on, Kentucky.
fans are ready
We
to
got
knock
that.
them off course. The Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
That's
So the Kentucky Wildcats
good.
defense will take the first swing of the game.
Like,
And what a
we gotta be
performance
so
an aerial
careful.
show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball.
I forgot to do something again. I don't like that music. Oh.
Out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day, and I
Oh,
think Jesse will take that, and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit. And in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what
We
this guy was
carry
able to do the
someone.
last time he took the field.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a
I'm
good
not
start.
worried about that
No doubt
yet.
in the SEC, you've got to set the tone
Oh.
early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Wants to throw on first down off the way fake.
Okay.
Coming after the quarterback, and they get him in
That's
32.
not what I want.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him, get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
Oh, first down.
And the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive points.
And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop.
All right, let's calm down. We have won the game.
Let's see if they go back to it on second down.
I got so excited.
The give to the single back.
Oh, come on. Oh, the carry people.
Mark it at the 28, it's first down.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You
Yeah,
try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
I'm sorry. I'm a big Kentucky fan.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs.
Of course I'm going to try so hard to win this, but I could lose.
Touch pass on the run. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
But we got to do what we got to do.
The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. He's got it in the end zone.
Excuse me? How did I do that?
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to
Let's see.
perfection. They go 10 plays
I
on the
wanna
opening
see
drive
that.
and cap it off with a touchdown.
My God, that was good coverage.
Did you have lunch?
Yes.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback.
Can we
Come out to the
make it?
25-yard line. So Ole Miss
Can
will have
we
its first
do
possession
that?
of the game.
Can we beat Mississippi?
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
It's gonna be a tough game.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. And there were no creases or crevices to run through in these.
We're not going to play college 25.
I already did.
He'll do it himself. At the 45 on his way. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
This is a new game
The
now.
defense has got to do a better job with assignment football.
Second
Somebody
season.
has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Lee. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's a nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third
They're
down,
not
more
running.
manageable. Guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it.
He's going to let it go.
What the fuck?
Gets him in stride inside the 10. Down to the 3-yard line.
Well, I did say it's gonna be a tough game.
The huge explosive play.
I just wasn't expecting that.
Now they've got to punch it in. Trying to slam it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And he makes the extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Kentucky has it back.
All right, good news.
Offense takes the field. They'll get
We can win.
started on this drive from the 24. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
Bad news.
Everybody knows how difficult the SEC schedules are. You hear about it from every team.
What? I gotta know. I gotta know. It is bothering me. Why is our defense so weak? That's okay. Okay. That's good. I don't know what that is. What is sound? Mike? I think you just make names up now. What? Oh, you are. Huh. We are kind of weak.
It's hard to explain how a team like Ole Miss, all of that firepower, all of that ability, dumps a home game to a bad Kentucky team for the first time since 1964. That one basically kept them out of play.
I think one of the biggest surprises in that game was how Ole Miss could not protect Jackson Dart. Their offensive line got abused by Kentucky up front. David, they were way more physical in the trenches. We'll see if that happens again today.
And I'll never forget that Stoops fourth down call in his own territory that comes through. They make the big play. Ole Miss's offense sputtered. Their defense wasn't elite like we're accustomed to. And it kept them out of the playoffs.
Flips it out on the screen. It's a running room. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go into coaching class.
Go,
Nice
Big
execution on the
Blue.
screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
A solid pickup there
Now
before
we're
the
gonna
defense
run
is
the
able to
clock
make a
out in the
stop.
first half.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Did you play all old college football games?
No, I was young. We wasn't allowed to play video
We've
games
played one, and we are right back where we
at my
started.
foster
All
parents'
tied
house.
up after the first period as we take a look at the stats.
I used to play at school.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down.
Thank you guys for watching.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. They bring him down, but not before
As
he's able
long
to pick up
as
a
we get
first
a lot of
down.
people watching,
And this offense is clicking.
Your mom used not let you play games.
I mean, he
no,
is
not
carrying the
really.
rock. Like, this is a guy he's
The
setting the tone for this
longer I'll
game,
be
creating some
on.
balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
The receiver on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first.
Oh! I just did it!
After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football to make sure you get them on the ground.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts.
Does your people message on your phone?
Yeah, they are.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Turns it loose. Finds a spot in the middle.
Well, we are not getting that going back.
And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels.
Holy
His
shit.
abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing to be able to throw the football.
We're doing
Jesse,
good,
hit the
though.
guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
We're
It's critical,
underdogs
David. Listen, a lot of times,
by like
touchdown passes
20.
aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move
We need
from
6
inside his
wins.
5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field.
You try a patience run.
On that last drive, they mix it
Yep.
up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense will come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll leave it with the lone back. He was
I try to do
some way to put his
something.
foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line. Now facing a 3rd and long. Fires to the right.
How long this game downloaded?
They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
I don't know.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one.
I was at
they
work.
targeted him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
Now they got to put it together, right? Now this is when it really works.
He's doing so good.
It's different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches, and so this is really hard for them. But I'm interested to see
Until that happens.
See if they can bounce back.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all
But
those
I'm not really
defenders around
risking
your target like
the
that, just throw it
passes.
around or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense.
They're setting up the screen. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete.
All right, well, we gotta go for a field goal.
For this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. So now on comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll be a touchback.
This is a tie game.
25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Ball's at the 29.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God.
Quarterback
Oh.
extends the play. Jukes his way for more. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that.
All out of space.
Looks slow right now.
46, but he got 10 on the play.
This is a fun game.
The offense setting up shop.
I'm giving it 5 stars.
To the air, it's Simmons. Got a man, it's Lee. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line.
Kentucky, we're up.
They'll go hurry
Pick
up
it
here.
off.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Haas. He stopped just a
Or I'm going to have to ground you.
away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. From the gun, McGill looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up 3rd down. And this offensive line is going to have to play
Red.
A field goal attempt from here would just be 48 yards, but they'll try to move the chains on 4th down and short. He'll pull it on the read. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
4th down and short, and where do they put the ball? In the hands of their...
You do Halloween party at your pizza shop.
No.
He runs the option and keeps it himself and gets just enough for the 1st down.
I wish we would.
Good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Zings it complete to the right. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Rebels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks, it's Stribley. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but
Remember, I'll be live in the morning too.
timeout called by the offense.
You do Christmas stuff in December.
Somewhat.
Scanning the field, it's Simmons. Under fire. Going for 6. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield very late in the half. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage.
You work really hard every day.
Yep.
Going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Which team winning?
Not me.
To the air on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted.
And what a change in momentum.
kid.
It looked like the offense was going to score points. Not only does the defense pick it off, but a great individual effort on the return, now setting their team up in field goal range to try and steal 3 points before the end of the half.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from... Oh, they blocked the kick. He's got the ball, and it's alive. Speeding down the left side. The 40, the 30, the 20. And he's defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Stribley. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further growth.
And quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every...
He's loose. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the top. Touchdown, Rebels. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
We got no defense.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys
We need
that can
defense
make
so
these
bad.
explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at this.
Our quarterback is doing good.
Nice run.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great
We're going toe to toe
Texas Tech is currently
with
up big
Mississippi.
right now, a game they'll be talking about in Lubbock for a long time. They're up by 30 over Kent State.
But now
If anything big
it's time.
happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. from the gun. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's ball. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really
All right, that was
has all the
bad.
routes in his toolbox.
Bad dog.
He just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Wildcats are moving.
If we do win, it's because
Looking
of
downfield on first down. Got it in the middle this round. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
That's why
offense.
QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're
I'm a
athletic, they make
defensive
short throws turn into long games
coach,
because of his
by the
ability
way.
after the catch. It's so unique and special.
Touchdown, Kentucky. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And you're really
You unlock new outfits.
this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown. the
No,
first
I don't
time.
know.
They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
We might
They're
see.
set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's
If
going
we
to get
do.
loud when their defense comes on the field?
We're just not gonna play my dynasty.
And it'll be a touchback.
I'm
ball. Will come out
actually
at the
might
25-yard
be
line.
playing
The
all
drive starts from their own
this
25-yard
live.
line.
Maybe.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Here's a heat.
Holy shit.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down. Get
As
positive
long
yards,
as
makes
people
the
watch
defense have
my
to account
live
for him
stream,
every
I
single
will do
play.
everything.
Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks. We're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense...
There's 3 people watching.
Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Yep.
Makes a man miss. He's knocked down just short of the 30.
Oh, we get the ball back.
Down. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He'll feel the punt and try to make something happen.
I'm trying to
He'll
shoot.
work his way on and return out to the 35-yard line.
Alright, let's calm down though.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
There was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands.
Were you good at college 25 last year?
I was.
Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll try the run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? He's looking to pass. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Another
Buenos
opportunity
finals.
to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight
I don't
game,
know.
hoping to get something on the board.
A long way.
Hold it, finds his man on the left. There he goes. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
I won't
These
do
guys
roller
have
to
staggered around a
Goller.
little bit in this one. It would be a really good
Gonna wait
time to
till
get
last
things
for
going if they
that.
want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only
The
one
fuck?
play away from completely changing the momentum in this game.
How are
So
we
the
beating
underdog, David,
Mississippi
they've got to
though?
keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to get some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue
You
to
going another
as
time?
long as possible.
Yes.
Stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
The Rebels will hustle to the line.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on third down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
Looking for room. It's Diggs. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Rebels come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Wide open spaces. Putting together a
Oh,
real
no.
scoring thread here as they pick up the first
That's
down
what
at
we
the
don't
36.
need.
The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs.
We don't need injury.
Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard
Oh,
line.
my
Man
bad,
down on the
dude.
play as the officials take a break to let him be checked
I
out.
think I just murdered that guy.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
That might help us. I will not recommend hurting people.
Looking for a man. It's Grant. Under fire. And his
Oh,
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They put it away on fourth down. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big.
games I want to play or speculate one game.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
Oh,
Movement on the offensive line. That's going
that
to
could have
be
been a
a false start, and they'll
touchdown.
walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense working from the pistol. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get pass to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got
That's
the ball
actually pretty damn good.
is strong.
Really nice execution by this
People,
offense. This
stop
is the time,
texting.
right? Late
I
in
need
the football game,
what?
got to get a few first downs to preserve this lead, to get out of here with the W. They trust their quarterback. They protect him. They get the first down.
Look out, he's got room.
Oh,
And he's able
I
to
just
shed
trucked
one
some.
tackle
running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Run!
Receiver going for the edge.
Alright, come on.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's third down. Get it out on the screen. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
We're getting hurt too much.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow in 2nd and 7.
We're wasting so much clock.
Executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play.
All right, here we go. Can we win?
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete.
Nope.
That'll be a turnover
He
on
choked.
downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost make turning it on. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
He been quiet.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
This team? Oh no.
Out of the gun, the inside give. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley. And
I think they're doing this on purpose.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break.
They don't want to get upset.
The Rebels need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Caught over the middle, it's Lee. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop it 4 yards short of the marker. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Interception!
And I tell you what, defenses play zone. All eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, running back gets to give. And there was
They calling a timeout.
just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You little shit.
Ball there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down.
And
Go.
that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off-play action on first down. Looking to scramble. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
They only got one
And
timeout.
the Rebels in a good spot here.
Maybe they are not faking injuries.
To the air, it's Simmons. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the remaining moments. That could be a costly play. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Oh
This
my
offense has been
God.
I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay?
Big man has it.
I thought we had.
They stay aggressive.
But someone
and push
is
their way
hurt.
out to the 33, and it's first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Lee. And a good job of coverage by that.
This is the
defense.
backup quarterback, if I'm not mistaken. No? What is it? Is that number 13 or 8? No, that isn't backup.
Going up top again. That's caught. It's Lee. Finds his way out just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on third and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
If we win, that'll be a big win.
Back to pass. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On third and long, a check down will be the last resort. They get to him as he throws.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. That's why they still have a shot to walk out of here.
We won!
Well,
Again!
there, a fourth down stop.
Holy
Kentucky sends the
shit!
offense back out onto the field. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a two-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups.